The best thing about algebra is that it allows us to solve problems that up until now we've had to use guess and check strategies. So I'm going to go through a really clear procedure of how we do this. And for the example that I'm going to be referring to, it's on your homework for tonight, which is sheet 42 of the punchline algebra. It's just sheet 42, problem 1. As in all word problems, the first thing you need to do is to read it carefully. Specifically, in algebra, you need to ask yourself, what is unknown? In other words, what is the question asked? Because if you know what question is asked, then you know, here's the power of algebra. You have to write down in words for now we only have one unknown, the unknown. Okay? So in the problem that we're looking at, the question says, a set of eight dessert dishes costs $20. What was the cost of each dish? So the thing we don't know is what is the cost of each or one dish. Okay? Now, the third step sounds fancy, but it really isn't. Using the words of mathematicians, we are going to say, assign a variable to represent the unknown. And all that means is, if the thing I don't know is what's one dish, I'm going to represent it with the variable, or x. Now, what's left is to write an equation so if I know that one dish is x, and it says a set of 8 dishes, so if one dish is x, 8 dishes is 8x, 8 x's, 8 times x. Cost equals $20. Then finally, you solve and check. And this part is easy, but for all of you by now, I divide both sides by 8 and I find out that x is 2.5, in other words, in money, $2.50. Often kids want to jump right to the solution, but this is an exercise in translating from English into algebra, creating the equation, and then solving it. So always you have to do each of these steps in order to get credit in my class. You have to write down in words the unknown, assign a variable to represent it, write an equation, solve and check. And in fact, that's your homework tonight, to finish all of sheet 42 and show all of these steps in your notebook.